If you are currently preparing or about to prepare for your UK NMC OSCE exam as an internationally trained nurse, midwife, or mental health nurse, then these are the essential documents that you need to aid your preparation for the OSCE exam. All these documents are available on the UK NMC official website. The first essential document that you need for your OSCE preparation is the marking criteria. There are specific marking criteria for adult nursing, nursing associates, midwifery, children's nursing, mental health nursing, and then learning disability nursing. So you need to download the specific marking criteria for your field of practice. The marking criteria contains all the steps needed to complete every station. You know that you have several stations that you need to learn before you sit for the OSCE exam. Starting with the API stations, you will have all the steps for assessment, planning, implementation, and then evaluation. And then when you move to the performing and then non-performing skills, all the specific stations listed under each of these categories will have all the steps that you need. Don't forget that this is the marking criteria that the assessor is also going to use to assess your level of competence for each of the stations. The next document that we're going to look at is the station timings. And so you can have the midwifery station timings, the adult nursing station timings, depending on your field of practice. This document contains the list of stations with the allocated time or duration for each of the stations. For instance, you're starting with the API and you're doing assessments. The assessment will have the allocated time as 20 minutes, and the list goes on and on and on. You need this document so that in your preparations, you will be able to finish before the allocated time for each of the stations. The next document that you need is the updated OSCE supporting document. The OSCE supporting document contains all the extra study materials that you need to understand each of the stations you're going to be assessed on. For example, if we take the assessment station, you need to complete the News 2 chart. That News 2 chart can be found in the supporting documents. So as other documents that you need to complete each of the stations. Therefore, the supporting document is also very essential for your preparation for the OSCE. The next essential document that you need is the mock OSCE document. This document is prepared to suit your actual OSCE day, starting from any of the stations you will begin with, whether you're going to begin with the API stations or whether you're going to begin with the performance skills. Therefore, you have all the 10 stations you are going to be assessed on in the mock OSCE documents. Now, the last but not the least documents that you need is the equipment list. This document contains pictures of all the equipment or items that you are going to be using on the day of your OSCE. So probably you may not have seen some of these items or equipment yet. As once you are able to download the equipment list, you should be able to have an idea what these articles or items looks like, so that you can familiarize yourself with these equipments as you prepare for your OSCE exam. Now, the last document that you need to have is the Ultimate NMC OSCE Guide. This document is prepared by us based on the experience and based on the gathered knowledge and information from candidates that we've assisted them for them to go and pass their OSCE on their first attempt. This document contains the tips, the tricks, all the red flags that you need to know about each of the stations, and also guides you on how to present each of these stations. This document is currently not available to the public, but only available to those who are able to join our OSCE training. However, without the Ultimate NMC OSCE Guide, you can still prepare with these essential documents that I have listed to you. Now, let's find out where to download these documents. You need to head over to the official NMC website, which is nmc.org.uk, and then you head over to Test of Competence. From Test of Competence, you need to select Test of Competence for all nursing fields and midwives. And then when you're on that page, you now have to select the preparation materials. Once you click on preparation materials, all the fields of practice will show so that you can look through and select your field of practice so that you can get all these documents. I hope this helps. Don't forget to share to a colleague who is currently preparing or about to prepare for their OSCE exam, and see you in the next one.